Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a deep dive into the new VTuber program VRMCStudio, a program made for VTubers that's pretty similar to VRMCStudio. But I think unlike VRMCStudio, VRMCStudio has the potential to be out of the box and ready for VTuber content. In this video, I will recap the character/model creation stream I had on Twitch, and then afterwards I'm going to showcase the model in both Warudo and VRChat. And although this program isn't perfect at its current state, I have really high hopes for its future, so I hope you stick around. The quote-unquote demonic skin loads in 50% of the time, and it's a little unsettling because most OCs don't use this look. Color slider can't be changed drastically to alter shades. So for example, if it's a blonde hair base, the shader would just be blonde with tints of purple or green. The program briefly froze for me, and this can be a little challenging because there's no save button. So all of the things that you did before did not save, and you have to restart from scratch. There's no options currently to change your face. That includes the eyes, like face shape, eye color, eyelashes, stuff like that. That's all just going to be like the same base, but I imagine that's going to be changed in future installments. So I noticed that the bone rotations, when they're in an animation or a T-pose, they kind of fuse together at the foot, and it forms some sort of like uni foot. And I've noticed that in Vroid models too. It's a pretty easy fix in Blender, but ideally you would want this to not have to be something you have to fix. And I'll go further into this when I ported it into VRChat. There was definitely some issues with bone rotations. And I also think maybe the assignments of the bones are a little weird. I'll get into that more later. Hey there! So I just wanted to show you all of the capabilities of VRMCStudio. This is a model not using any shaders from Unity. This is just the base model in an environment in Warudo. So yeah. The Hewwo blend shapes, the AR kit, is built in. So that means you can individually wink eyes, you can move your nose around, like sneer. You can stick your tongue out. My main model has a much bigger tongue, so it's a lot more noticeable. But yeah, and there's a lot of adjustments that you can do via Warudo and Vinyon or whatever program you use to make the facial tracking more sensitive and more catered to your model. Also, another thing that I did was I added hair physics, and I haven't added colliders yet, but you can add colliders to any 3D model and have like self-collision. So you know how the hair is kind of going through the boobies right now. That can be easily fixed with colliders. You just put them in the chest area. There's a lot of things you can do with 3D models. For example, you could do animations with this model. You could do like normal animations. You could do MMD animations, which I will show you in a second. You can use Media Tracker for hand tracking. I'm using a webcam right now. I'm not using full body tracking yet. You can upload this model to VRChat. There's really so many things that you can do.
This time I want you, like it's magnetic, super clean, like it's magnetic,
The model in VRChat specifically. I'm not using full body tracking, but I am using my Quest 3, my Meta Quest 3, which has hand tracking. It's pretty cool. There are some issues with the model, my bad. So one of them being this ankle. If I move my neck in real life, you can see that the ankle is like broken, and it's clipping a little bit with the cat suit that I'm wearing. There's also a little bit of clipping where the bangs are, if you look up. Another issue is I use the VRC avatar descriptor in Unity to put this model into VRChat, and usually you have control over where to put the it's like a little ball that shows where your eyes are. So usually that would be in between your eyes, around your nose. For me, it's in my thighs. As you can see, this is where my eyes are set. So when I bend down, when I kind of like squat, I'm in between my own legs. So it's funny how that happens. I wasn't able to fix it. I wasn't able to have any control over the point of view. So that was interesting. But yeah, I think it has a lot of potential. Some of the good things I like about this model, I love the base model body type. It's very cute. I would suggest having a few other body types though, just to be like inclusive. The physics in this model are not on. I was having trouble with the breastbones. They were not seeming to react when I actually took a video of it. It makes the model like break and turns the bones, like the root bone probably, I'm gonna assume, it's affecting that. It makes me all like, woo, like wiggly. So yeah. Some of the other good things like I like about this model, the outfits, the eye shape is very cute. I do think there should be more variety in the eye shape, but I'm sure that'll come at a later date. Most of this stuff I think can be fixed via Blender and Unity that I'm talking about, but it's not going to be straight out of the box ready. So that will be hard for like newbies into either VTubing or VR chat, whatever you choose to do. But it has so much potential.